Hey, what's going on, guys? X here, and today we're taking a look at the Mattycollector 3rd Earth subscription exclusive figure, Mumm-Ra. Now, this figure comes with a couple of different accessories. Comes with the Resequit staff, I believe is what it's called. The hilt here for the Sword of Plundar comes with 4 different hands, 2 for the left, 2 for the right, and it also comes with 2 capes. So before we get into the figure, the details, articulation, the paint, let's go ahead and do a size comparison. The only other bad guy in this line, Jackalman, which I think is still probably the best figure in this Thundercats line. Mumm-Ra's right up there now, but I really do like these two figures. They've done a fantastic job on them, and for the most part, all the Thundercats had a few problems with Mumm-Ra, but overall, I really love this line, and I hope it's something that Super 7 decides to continue. So, anyways, let's take a look at the accessories. Now this cape, it's pretty easy to take off. You can see that it just sits right there at the edge down here, so it does drape a little bit, but he can still stand just fine. You can pull it back a little bit, but this one can come off just by kind of pulling it forward. Now he does have this closed cape where it's going to have the arms a little bit further down. I've seen a lot of people, they'll grab this and kind of feed it through this top, but just getting the head in there, it's a little tight, a little snug. So it's something that, this wasn't one of the capes that I was going to use anyway, but you can see that there's some nice little black wash back here. So you get this dark red, but then you kind of have like a black wash to it. You can see that kind of going down. It's real relevant right here. And then right here on the back, you can see that it looks really good. It's a little bit here on the shoulders as well. But this is probably the cape that I'm going to use. We'll go ahead and take a look at that. You can see that you do have some black wash here on the inside, and you have it on the out as well. So you can see some parts are shiny, and you can see that darker tone going across here. Again, the nice details that are molded into the hood look really nice. And this is just a soft, rubbery material. So the next accessory that we're going to take a look at is the Resequit staff, I believe is what it's called. So taking a look at the paint on it. If I can focus a while ago. What's the deal? There we go. All right, so you can see that it is this black right here, and it does have like it's like black paint. It's not just black plastics, so it looks like there is a little bit of paint in there, or maybe the whole thing. So it's not that plain black plastic. It looks nice. It's shiny. I like it. So, or at least down here, there's some shiny pieces or gloss, and then here. It's kind of like a flat black, which looks really good with this red, which is not a gloss. It's just a flat kind of red color. And I think it looks really good. You can see the eyes, the teeth on the inside fangs. You can see the nostrils, some more fangs coming down here. So overall, and this just being all different types of shape. And, it's not something that is just straight, like you get like Donatello's staff from the Ninja Turtles, so it's all like curvy and stuff like that. I think it looks really cool, unique. Then you get the Sword of Plundar hilt version. Someone even said like this is the Snake Charmer. I'm not exactly which one of those is completely true, but this is also painted as well. It's kind of like a metallic gold, but it looks good. Feels good. Again, this is one of those things where, this right here, this feels like, maybe a cylinder. This one doesn't. This is kind of like a little bit sticky. So if it was going to chip, or anything, I think it would be this first, but I'm going to try to be careful with it. The hands, you can, put it in this hand or the hand over here, whichever one you choose. But that's basically what it would look like there. And with the 4 hands that you get, so you get a right hand that can grab things like so. You get this hand, which looks pretty cool. You got his claws coming out and stuff like that. Another hand where got the claws coming out, or you can do this, or if you have the cape open, like when he's about to turn into the ever living. a big version, whatever you want to call it. There's another hand for a handle there so that he can hold something. And I figured, why don't we just take a look at the figure itself? There's a this figure is really amazing. I like the job they did with the bad guys here. But you can see that kind of bluish gray is just the right tone. I think it's just perfect. You can see the nice big red eyes with the black outline there. The inside of the mouth, there's some black lining in there. You can see some of the teeth. They're kind of hidden over here. I think that looks great. And even the mummy wrap that they have here, I think looks really good. So you can see that it's not just white. There is like kind of two tones on here. You can see it really good on the back there. So it's not just white. You can see that like there's little scrapes and stuff, and I think that looks really good. Hopefully everything's showing up on camera. I think there's a really good shot. You can kind of see exactly what I'm talking about. So it's just not, white bandages. It looks like it's old, like he's been wearing it for a while. So it's used. So I think that's really cool. The other thing is, you have this, but then you have these extra bandages that are kind of loose off of him. I think that looks great. I'm glad they did that. You can see that it's connected here on the side of the head. So, this is kind of all one piece because this can fit through the hood if you wanted it kind of hanging out the front. And then this back piece, it's connected over here. You can see that it kind of drapes down, comes around over here. So this is all loose. So that's just connected here up under the left arm. Then you have this back section right here where it's connected here. That forearm, or under the forearm, and this one as well. Then the rest of it here is just part of the skirt, which this is all soft rubbery plastic, so you want to move the legs. It'll kind of move with it. It doesn't really hinder it at all, so you can get all the movements out of there that you want. All right, so as far as articulation goes, or I guess you can even see some more kind of paint down here. Everything's detailed down to the feet. I really like it. The head, ball joint, so this moves however you need to. Look up even. So you have the arm here, which can go back and forth. And remember, whenever let's see, can you do both of them? Yeah, I don't want to pull it too much. I don't know why you'd have both arms out, but remember, these are connected, so you don't want to stretch those out or make them come undone from one another. But that arm, does go back and forth there. It does rotate here. Again, when you rotate, remember, connected to the other arm, so you're making that a little bit tighter back there. You do have the elbow bend rotation there. You do have the rotation here in the wrist, and it goes up and down. This one goes left to right. Then you have the waist articulation, so it can go back and forth there. Nothing's hindering there because remember, it's just this section here is just connected under here. It's nothing there, so this can turn all the way around that you need it to. With the legs, these go back and forth. They also go in and out. There's no thigh cut, though. You can kind of see the way that it's designed there. There's no thigh cut there. Then the knees, they do bend, that you can see. And they do have rotation in them, though. So it's just like the elbow joint there. So even though you don't have a thigh cut here, you can just kind of move the feet however you needed to get them to stand however you wanted. So so you got that, and then the feet, they go back and forth, and they do the little rotation there. So overall, I mean, this figure is pretty amazing. Really like this guy a lot. And put his head back in here. It's just a little bit easier with this hood than the other. Let's see if I can get it to fish this other piece out. So you can get an idea what I was talking about. I saw pictures of it with people using it with the other hood, but I don't know. Does that look better? It looks like it's kind of pressing up. The pictures I saw, they're using it with the other hood. But anyways, it kind of gives you general idea. I probably won't keep them that way, but again, really cool figure. If you can find it, you'd have to get someone that has a subscription to the Thundercats launch for Mattycollector. That's the only way you're going to be able to get it, unless you do a secondary market and you buy off there, which is probably going to be increased in price quite a bit. So anyways, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.